This team is Obstagoon on the lead with two flyers in the back in the form of Noctowl and Altaria. I was getting annoyed with how condensed the Great League meta has become. Leads are often Noctowl, Trevenant, Stunfisk, the Galarian form. And I was thinking hard what Pokemon could be in the lead that can fight back against those three comfortably, which at the same time can have a neutral matchup against other common leads such as Lantern. And I thought of Obstagoon, which might struggle against Medicham leads, which is why I thought of constructing this ABB style team with two flyers in the back. Unfortunately for us, in the first game, opponent safe switches into an Azumarill. This team is ABA weak to Azumarill. So if you believe in the curse of the algorithm gods, that's just the algorithm gods striking back at us immediately upon creating this team. We let this Ice Beam go. Opponent is up one Pokemon. We throw this Night Slash. Of course, we're hoping for a boost here, but... And we do! Fantastic. Who's in the back? Umbreon comes back into the game. We throw on poor timing. We allow a Snarl in. This buffed Cross Chop deals some good damage. Although Umbreon is weak to fighting, our Cross Chop just doesn't get the same attack bonus. Oh, unfortunately for opposing Umbreon, they're running Psychic and the Stunfisk just says, hey, let's go home. Into the second match, we run into a horrible lead, the Shadow Granbull. We safe switch to our Noctowl and we're met with a Quagsire. This is also a bad matchup because we know that Quagsire has Stone Edge. So we're hard countered on the lead, and then in an uncomfortable matchup in the mid game, we have to shield this. And Quagsire fires a Stone Edge, as we said a while ago. We fire the Sky Attack, hoping to get some chip damage. We don't. Opponent burns a shield. We lose CMP to a derpy Quagsire. Nice to know. Quagsire is faster than your Noctowl. This Sky Attack will KO, which is why Quagsire puts up a shield. We make a fantastic catch. The Stone Edge is going to hurt this Obstagoon. I do this because I want to precisely lure out this Shadow Granbull back into the field, because I don't want my Altaria seeing it. The plan works well because now we're able to fire a Sky Attack. This will knock out opposing Shadow Granbull. The problem though is Quagsire is going to come back with some stored energy, and there's another CMP event. The Stone Edge is going to knock out our Noctowl. We just have to hope that Altaria can sweep in the end game. Who's in the back? It's a Noctowl, and this is winnable because we have that energy lead. Battle of the Birds. Altaria really doesn't look like a dragon. We only believe it's a dragon because since Gen 3 it's been a dragon. So now we believe it is a dragon. And that's all she wrote. Sky Attack knocks out opposing Noctowl. GG. That's 2 for 2. Obstagoon runs into a Chestnut. A horrible matchup. We have two better responses in the back, which is why we immediately tap out into our Chestnut, and we're greeted with a Wallen. I go straight for a Shadow Ball here because by experience, even when I'm using a Wallen, I don't really shield the first move, and assume it's going to be a sky attack. Icicle Spear gets us low. Opponent throws an Icicle Spear because if we reach that sky attack, we could have grabbed Switch. I decide not to fight for Switch and instead just go for an energy lead on our Obstagoon. But not before opposing Walren reaches an Icicle Spear. This is gonna hurt a bit over there. And we complete the farm down of opposing Walren. What is opponent going to come back in the game with? Shadow Charizard for that quick swap. This is uncomfortable. We have to shield. A Shadow Dragon Claw would have hurt for super effective damage. We throw a Sky Attack. This would knock out, which is why opposing Charizard should shield. We try to farm down, but Charizard reaches a charged move. This will be the Dragon Claw, which we will shield. We farm down Charizard. Throw the Sky Attack against opposing Chestnut, which will burn the final shield for opponent. I immediately switch out to throw this Cross Chop. I think I lagged while charging over there because I could have sworn that I hit all bubbles, but it was just a great. Opposing Chestnut forced to throw a charge move here. Frenzy Plant knocks us out. Chestnut wants to go out swinging, throws a superpower, but our Dragon Breath registers 3 for 3. Obstagoon, finally a good lead in Galarian Stunfisk, which bails out. I'm late on the switch here. We throw our regular Noctowl versus Top Hat Noctowl. Opposing Noctowl fires the Sky Attack first. It also had an energy lead. Do you think opposing Noctowl grabs Switch? Let's find out. We throw the Sky Attack, which will bring the Noctowl down to the red. And we win. That's IVs for you. We grab Switch. Beautiful setup for our Noctowl. By our Noctowl, rather. Come back into the game with the Obstagoon. This is a miserable matchup for Galarian Stunfisk. Cross Chop will deal super effective damage. We shield this because it could be an Earthquake. Rock Slide is shielded, that's okay. Medicham in the back, and now it gets a bit testy because Ice Punch will hurt, but we're down shields. So what do? We decide to burn the shield, the last shield, and now opponent is up 2 shields. Is this still winnable? Sky Attack grabs the first shield on opponent. An Ice Punch is going to hurt because we're double weak to it. Ice Punch, ouch, over there. We throw the Sky Attack just in time. Not sure if opponent overfarmed there. Sky Attack grabs the final shield. Opponent looks like it's getting a bit greedy, and we capitalize on that by throwing the Night Slash combo here. Secures the knockout of the Medicham. We reach the Cross Chop, win CMP, and that's all she wrote. GG to our opponent. The streak is alive. Into the next match, we have Obstagoon into Azumarill, the absolute nightmare lead. Can we make this a 5 for 5? We bail to our Noctowl, and we have to time our wing attacks and sky attacks perfectly here. We can't allow opposing Azumarill to have a free energy in. Ice Beam's gonna hurt, and we really don't have a better response against this Azumarill outside of our Noctowl. I'm hoping Noctowl gets this through, and fortunately Azumarill doesn't shield it. We have to shield this. We have very little choice. More proper timing, but opponent reaches an Ice Beam. Here I get creative and bail to a Obstagoon, to our Obstagoon rather, and catch the Ice Beam over there. Opponent brings their own Noctowl into the field. Deal some good damage over there. We're gonna let this go. Sky attack will bring us deep into the red. Night Slash will deal some good damage. Just some chip damage. Who do we come back here with? We go back to the game with our Altaria. Here we're down shields. I don't know if we could still pull this off. Shadow Ball deals a good chunk of damage. We complete the farm down of the Noctowl. And opponent surrenders. Yeah. And that's it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.